Hello, Scorpio, and welcome to my channel, Tarot by Gabrielle. This is going to be your love and relationships reading for the end of February 2023, looking at you and your connection to the person that you are needing to learn the most from right now. So we're looking at all three sides of this connection. We've got your energy toward the connection, their energy toward the connection, and then the energy in between the connection. The concept is that there are three sides to every story. So kind of looking at your version of the truth, their version of the truth, and this higher level, unbiased truth here in the middle. I encourage you to think outside the box with these readings. I mean, obviously, I want you to take it as it resonates, but this might not just be a romantic connection. This could be a connection between friends, family members, coworkers, anyone that you feel like you have a close personal relationship to, that you feel you might be needing to learn something from at this time. Let's go ahead and jump in. All right, Scorpio, on your side of this connection, you have a new romantic cycle begins with friction. I know I just said don't just, think of romantic connections, so I kind of chuckled. But this could just, it doesn't mean, like, to me, this is a new relationship cycle kind of ordeal. And then with friction here, it feels like there is friction in terms of you starting a new cycle. And I bet I know exactly what that is, because you have released jealousy as your overall energy. So some sort of jealousy here is getting in the way of you being able to create the relationships that you're ultimately wanting. Now, remember, jealousy, it comes from a lack mindset. It comes from the belief that we don't have what we want or need, that we're not going to ever be able to attract what we want or need. Now, I don't necessarily know if that's jealousy in terms of this connection or jealousy of other people that's getting in the way of this connection, but I do feel like that's ultimately the friction that's being created here. This person, as your hard work is paying off with resolution. I feel like this person is trying to figure out a way to come to a resolution when it comes to this connection. I don't want to talk too much about this person yet. I want to be able to pull energy to get more insight, because the overall energy or the truth of this connection is your dreams need a practical plan with squaring the circle. This card is a card really of self-mastery. So I feel like your dreams in terms of what you're wanting in a connection of this type, whether it's with this person or not, it's ultimately going to come down to some sort of self-mastery. And this jealousy card, it feels like some jealousy of something is getting in the way. Maybe it's almost like you're jealous of this person's success. Like you don't feel like they deserve it almost, or something. I'm not sure, but let me dive in here. This is Scorpio's side of this connection to the person that they are dealing with. Scorpio's side of the connection to the person they are dealing with. Jealousy is a tricky one. It's a tricky one to overcome, so I certainly understand. It feels, Scorpio, like you've kind of been distracting yourself. Because you have the King of Pentacles. You've been very focused on your material world, and not necessarily your emotional one. And I feel like maybe, I don't know, there's this weird underlying energy of feeling like you need to prove yourself, maybe. I don't know if it's prove yourself to this person or prove yourself to yourself, and what the case is. There is a lack of communication in this connection right now. Maybe there's no communication in this connection. But I feel like there's a lot to what's going on here. This is Scorpio's side of this connection, please. Scorpio's side of this connection, please. Scorpio's side of this connection, please. You're healing from some sort of a betrayal that took place in this connection. It doesn't have to be in this. I feel like it is. I feel like it is in this connection. I feel like you feel betrayed by this person. It could be past betrayal. It could be betrayal from a different connection that's being brought into this connection, but I don't feel like that's the case. I feel like you feel like this connection betrayed you. And maybe that's why, like, you're jealous, like, if they've moved on or something, there's this jealousy. Now, I get that, but I ultimately, that's believing that they are able to have something that you're not. Like, if they're able to find success per the law of oneness, so are you. I think it just kind of, there's this perspective shift almost that's needed, because yeah, you have a new cycle begins. The universe is trying to bring you something, but the friction to it is the jealousy. This is Scorpio's side of this connection. Well, there you are. I mean, you have the Queen of Cups with the Four of Cups in reverse. Your focus isn't on the right thing. Your focus is on what is Scorpio focusing on that they need to not focus on? Where is Scorpio's focus on that they need to not focus on? Okay, that's gonna be somewhere in there. Proving yourself. What? Okay, clarifying the Seven of Wands. The Artist in reverse. You're getting in the way of the creation aspect of manifestation, and that's ultimately because I feel like your focus is on like it, you know, with this a new romantic cycle begins, the other card that came out was like, don't let your pride get in your way, and I feel like you might be letting pride get in your way a little bit. It's super normal. I mean, especially if this person hurt you. Now remember, you can resonate more with the energy over here. Scorpio's side of this connection. Like, you don't have anything to prove to this person, especially if they hurt you. And if they've, like, well, hang on, I don't want to say too much about. There's a Judgment in reverse with the Six of Pentacles. And then the Four of Pentacles. It's almost like you're wanting to receive, you're wanting to build some stability here. Both, I feel like ultimately you want to move on from this connection. I feel like that's ultimately what I feel here. But I feel like you don't realize that you're able to have whatever it is that you ultimately wanted with this connection, but you're still able to have that. And especially if there's this jealousy of like this person, like it feels like this person has what you wanted, then if this person is like has been able to like create the life that they want, and there's this level of jealousy from that, know that you are able to have the same thing. More than. I mean, it just almost feels like there's this energy of not believing that you are capable of having the same whatever it is. Now, I don't necessarily know what this person is doing, but this is Scorpio's side of this connection, because you feel, I mean, you're doing some healing from the betrayal, from some sort of betrayal. There you are again as the Queen of Cups. And the Ten of Cups in reverse. This is needing to adjust your expectations, because I feel like you were like, oh, I really expected this to pan out the way I wanted, but know that you were still able to have what you want. It just won't be through this connection, and that's okay. Now, of course, that's so much easier said than done. And maybe it could still be through this connection, but you have dreams, need a practical plan with squaring the circle. I mean, this talks about self-mastery. This has to do with self-mastery, not anything in terms like of having to do with the connection. So ultimately, I feel like your focus really needs to be on yourself right now. And maybe it is on yourself. Well, but no, because with this jealousy card, I feel like the focus might be on this person. Scorpio side of this connection. The Five of Wands. You're dealing with some inner like conflict about this connection. I feel like you're like, I know that I shouldn't want it, but there's still this energy of feeling like maybe you do. Clarifying the Five of Wands. Nine of Swords in reverse. Star in reverse. Yeah, so this is just, I feel like you're just needing to be a little bit more patient with your healing. Because I ultimately feel like you're going to be able to create what you want. It's just, the healing needs to be the focus right now. Because that's going to allow you, like if this person was able to, I don't know, like there's just this level of feeling like this person has what you feel you deserve, maybe? Like you feel you deserve it, not them. This is the person that Scorpio is dealing with side of this connection to Scorpio. Your hard work is paying off with resolution. This is this person's energy towards Scorpio. This person's energy towards Scorpio, please. The Strength and the Star. I mean, this person's kind of been focused on themselves too. I feel like this person is trying their hardest to take what they experienced in this connection and like learn from it. Like, especially if they were the one doing the betraying. Like, I feel like they're like, well, I can't go back and I can't undo what I did to Scorpio. But what I can do is learn from that and move forward in a better way. And honestly, that's all you can really ask. Now, to you, I feel like you've just gotten screwed over. But that's why there's this, I mean, you're creating friction to your own. The universe is trying to bring you what you want here. This is the person Scorpio's dealing with, side of the connection of Scorpio. Okay, this person's really focused on the material world right now. They're not really focused on, I feel like, emotional things either. Like both of you are. I feel like this person has a tendency to be a little bit more materialistic than you. But I just don't feel like their focus doesn't feel like it's on the connection at all. And honestly, I don't feel like yours is too, and I don't feel like that's where it should be for either of you. They struggle with their emotions a lot. I feel like if they don't, like, they might not have the ability to properly express how they feel, or they allow how they feel to override, to get the better of them. And I feel like that maybe that's what caused some sort of an ending here. Because you've got the Queen of Cups upright, they have it in reverse. And the Empress in reverse. I feel like they dwell on this connection a lot, but I feel like they're trying to learn from it. Like, I really do. This person's energy towards Scorpio, and I'm trying to play the devil's advocate here. Like, I'm trying to see, because again, I'm here to present both sides, right? This person's energy towards Scorpio, because they're focused on their healing. They want your forgiveness. The Wheel of Fortune and the Three of Swords in reverse. And I almost feel like if you're able to like fully heal from this, which might take time, of course, but if you're able to fully heal from this, like, you will come out on top. Like, you'll get what you want. I just feel like your focus needs to be on the healing of the connection and not the connection itself. The only reason this person has seen positive changes in their life is because they focused on the healing. Or, yeah, that's what I feel like. Like, they're focused on healing from the connection instead of kind of dwelling on the connection. I feel like, honestly, Scorpio, you have a tendency to dwell more on the connection. Now, I get that. I really do. Especially, it's easier to move on when you're the one who did the hurting instead of the one who got hurt. But I just ultimately feel like I feel like they're trying, like, to do what they can to take what they learned from this connection and to heal. This is this person's energy towards Scorpio. This person deals with a lot of self-doubt. And maybe if they walked away from the connection, it's because they doubted their ability to be able to invest in it. Because they feel a loss from it. And if they doubt themselves, then of course they're going to doubt their ability to invest in the connection. Could be doing this is a fire sign energy or possibly a earth sign energy. So, I mean, that's half the zodiac, right? It's Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, or Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. But I also feel like I mean, then you have the Queen of Cups. So it could be water sign. I mean, they're right there. That's 3 different elements. So I feel like this Queen of Cups is more relating toward you. I don't feel like they necessarily wanted to walk away. Like, it's not like they didn't mean to. I don't feel like this person meant to hurt you, Scorpio. I really don't. Now, who knows, right? I'm just tarot reader. I don't know. I'm not on the ground of these situations. This person's energy towards Scorpio, yeah, they're focused on moving on. Yeah, they're moving on because there's the Ten of Swords in reverse. They might also kind of feel this betrayal toward you. I want clarity of the Six of Swords here. Clarity on the Six of Swords. The Five of Wands in reverse. So it almost feels like they're like trying to move on from the conflict that existed between you two. And I feel like, I mean, I think they're trying to do it in the best way they know how. But I feel like you're so focused on there's this jealousy that's coming through. But the thing is, I feel like you don't have any reason to be jealous. Like, I really feel like you are able to create the life that you're ultimately wanting. I really, really do. All right, Scorpio, we're going to hop on over to the extended. I'm going to jump into the messages in between the connection. I'm pulling 9 different messages. So got a lot to talk about, and then an advice card at the end. Thank you guys so much, as always, for the support of my channel. It does mean the absolute world to me, and I wish you absolutely nothing but love and healing on your journeys. Right, bye, Scorpio.